Colonel, we were talking about the West Asian dimension to the current conflict. More broadly, I mean, specifically in this part of the world, though, what advice would you give if you were chief of staff to a foreign minister in a global south country as to how to deal with the Trump administration, with Trump, Vance, and Rubio?
Be very simple, really. Stick to your guns. You're winning. Don't do anything to disturb the victory.
Despite threats that Trump always comes for you, and the fact that he did pull through and kidnap Maduro, and he has assassinated leaders.
And that, of course, is working out really well, isn't it? He claims he owns the oil. I don't see anybody owning the oil, really, other than those nasty characters who were arrayed around Maduro in the first place. They're still there, and they're still taking money out of the system. So I think all that China and India and Russia and all the other countries that are more rapidly moving towards that complex called BRICS than I would have thought. And it's principally because of the mistakes we're making, I think, and their fear of those mistakes, as well as their comfort with China and the other members of the organization. But what's happening in real time is that so much of the commerce of the world is being generated there. So much of the meaningful commerce of the world. When I say that, I mean things like renewables, like EVs, batteries, and so forth. All things that are going to be essential if we make it through this period of enormous climate crisis and change. All are being generated there, and they're being generated there for a profit, massive profit in some cases, as compared with what we're doing in this country. So BRICS just has to hold on to what it's got and watch what Xi Jinping has said in his latest edict, following right on from Deng Xiaoping and all the series of manifestos, if you will, of Chinese communism or Chinese capitalism with communist characteristics. The latest one being, I am now going to, after triumphing in every field of state power, the one I lack is financial. And I'm going now to substitute the renminbi for the dollar in world trade. And that's going to make me the number one financial power in the world. And furthermore, it's going to get rid of SWIFT. It's going to get rid of sanctions. It's going to get rid of all the nasty things the empire does to other nations in the world. And that's going to endear, at least momentarily, China to a lot of these other countries. We have so many people. We have almost 2 billion people in the world under sanctions. If we suddenly tomorrow morning decided that we were going to lift sanctions on those 2 billion people, it'd probably take us 10 years to do it.